yourself.
Today we have a fun game plan for you.
We're playing What's in the Box. We will have two volunteers from each grade, one boy and one girl, and they will be blindfolded.
We have one box with 3 items, one for each grade. The girl and the boy from each grade will stick their hands in the designated box and they will work together to compete against different grades.
Each grade will have a different mystery item.
The boy and the girl from each grade will be working together to try to guess their mystery item in the least amount of time. Once you continually guess wrong for 30 seconds, we'll give you a hint.
We will have a stopwatch going to see which team can accurately guess it first.
There will be a slide for each box telling the audience what each grade is trying to guess. If you yell out what is under the box, your grade will be disqualified.
6th grade will go first, followed by 7th, and 8th grade will go last.
Now for the 6th grade, we have Andy Segroso and Austin Thompson. For the 7th grade, we have Nigel Trigonia and Julia Gibney. And for the 8th grade, we have James Coe and Patrick Long. Let's begin with the 6th grade.
Over there doing his thing. That's why. Oh, first fight would be pretty good. I want to do a DC. Because DC says he won't do it. Simpania?
While the stopwatch is running, you both can just call out what you think the item is. The item is listed behind them. Remember how to call out what it is. Remember not to call out what the item is.
That's kind of regular.
5 starts now.
raspberries?
Time starts now.
Got 4 seconds.
Yes, stop.
4 seconds.
fastest and had 5 seconds.
This game is a great game. Don't be scared for yourself, because even though we probably heard of the items underneath the box before, it seemed difficult to guess what they were.
You just have to be yourself and take a guess at what it may be, even if you might be wrong. It is important to take a guess while knowing it could be wrong, because we can never grow without making mistakes. Even though it seemed kind of nerve-wracking in the beginning, in the end it will be enough. The same thing applies to being yourself. It might seem scary to be wrong, but mistakes help you grow. Throughout life, even though we might not know what is under the box or what may be coming at us, we have to persevere, take a guess, and don't be scared to be yourself.
So I hope you enjoyed the game. Thank you for playing.
Okay, please bow your heads. Dear God, thank you for giving us this opportunity to come together here to learn about what it means to face our fears and to be ourselves. We hope this assembly will help us to better understand the importance of being ourselves, even when it might be a little or a lot scary. Help us to apply what we learn in this assembly to our everyday lives. In your name we pray, Amen.
But then everything went wrong.
Dude, why are you talking to the weird kids? No, they're losing nothing for them. Guys, I'm so sorry. Hey, the past 37 minutes, I realized that you guys are the weird ones, not my friends.
going to call on one student from each grade to match some defining characteristics to a mystery teacher.
Raise your hand if you're up to the task.
He doesn't pick
Okay, so you guys are going to have to guess which teachers are which based on some of their characteristics. Whoever guesses the teacher the fastest wins a prize. Remember to write down your answers on the whiteboard. Let's start with you, Buckley. In his free time, this teacher likes to plot world domination, weightlift, and listen to heavy metal. He often says he was called a list. Correct. The answer was Dr. Cochran.
Next is Charlie. The teacher provides comedic relief throughout the day and spends a lot of early mornings overlooking the child counselor.
Congratulations. Rita Elizabeth, you're next. Our third teacher is known to be one of the kindest teachers in Clarkson. She enjoys reading, prayer, and ping pong, and she often gives her students math and English tests. Great job! Wow. As you all just saw, these teachers have done such a fabulous job of being themselves. Thank you to all the students who helped the teachers figure out who they really are. And always remember, don't be scared to be yourself.
It's a skit, isn't it?
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Mira. She wasn't very popular, but she had a few close friends. However, one day Mira wondered if it would be wrong not to be the most popular, and she tried to be with Jake and Louie, the Valley Girls. What's up, legit damn fetch squad? Wow, your shirt is so fetch.
That's just never gonna happen, Mira.
I know, I was joking.
You better have been.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's a bit complicated.
You wanna go shopping?
Mira had plans to go and play Pokemon with her real friends, but she knew that Jake and Louie would judge her for that. Sure, shopping sounds super cool.
Just come on! Hey Mira, what's up? I am super excited for our Pokemon tonight. It's gonna be so epic.
About that.
I can't wait to use my new Shadow Lugia.
I can't come play Pokemon tonight.
What? Why not? I have to use my Shadow Lugia. What's that?
Seems not popular. If I go shopping with Louie and Jake, I could be cool.
They seem mean. You don't even like them.
Guys, Pokemon is lame to some people. Not cool. Going shopping with them would make me seem
I am the Great Pumpkin.
The Great Pumpkin just wanted to say, Mira, don't be afraid to be yourself and go play Pokemon with your real friends. The Great Pumpkin, won't people judge me for not going shopping?
Who cares what people think? All that matters is that you're happy and you're being your best Great Pumpkin self.
Thanks, Great Pumpkin.
No problem. The Great Pumpkin is leaving now.
Hey, maybe that Great Pumpkin was right. Guys, I'm not going shopping tonight. I'll be right back, and then we'll have our Pokemon night.
Awesome! I'm gonna go get
aren't you? I'm gonna go play Pokemon.
The Great Pumpkin says that this is the end.
Hey, reading is my job.
The Great Pumpkin's leaving again.
Thank goodness.
I heard that.
I hope you will enjoy this whimsical story. Bye.
Really get in on Ryan's face.
Psalm 139, 14 through 16. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. When I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be.
Ooh, the camera's not having fun.
the way we are. We ask that as we listen to the speakers talk about what it means to be yourself, that everyone here would feel encouraged to face their fears and get out of their comfort zone. Please help everyone here understand what the speakers have to say about not being afraid to be yourself. In your name we pray. Amen.
Hi, I'm Kate Matheson and I'm in 8th grade. In middle school, kids typically don't like to be different from their friend group or their classmates in general. A lot of us will base our decisions on how it will help us get into a new friend group or fit in with our current one, whether we realize it or not. When we do this, we are compromising our happiness and not being ourselves. This is typical for a lot of kids in middle school. If you can relate to what I just described, know that you're not alone. There are tons of people in your situation all around you. Throughout 6th and 7th grade, I've witnessed a lot of examples of people choosing to be themselves and other examples of people choosing not to be themselves. Throughout middle school so far, I have also been faced with a lot of decisions. Several times, I've had something that I personally wanted that was different from my friends. In each situation, I could have chosen to stick with what my friends were doing and let my fear of being different take over, or not be afraid to be myself and do what I want. An example of this is when I wanted to try out for the lacrosse team in 7th grade. Lacrosse was the same season as soccer, so I had to make a difficult decision between the two. I had been playing soccer for about 9 years then, and for most of those years, I was on the same team with all my friends. I got to see my friends at school, but soccer practice and games were one of the main ways I got to hang out with them outside of school. Soccer games on the weekends often led to lunch and dinners with them, and most times sleepovers. This is one of the reasons why I love soccer so much. By 7th grade, I knew, besides getting time with my friends, that soccer was not as enjoyable for me as it used to be. 7th grade is the first year that middle schoolers get to try out for a sport, and lacrosse seemed super cool to me. I know I wanted to try out for lacrosse instead of soccer, but I was scared too. Not because I thought it wasn't the right choice, but because I feared that if I played lacrosse, I'd be separated from the rest of my friends playing soccer so much that they would get closer while I faded out of the friend group. I knew my friends, and I knew they would be supportive of me, but the thought still crossed my mind. I was afraid to make the decision based on what would make me happy versus if I would be left out by my friends. I approached my parents with this situation and told them what I was thinking. My parents gave great advice that I have referred back to many times since then. They said to pursue what I love and what will benefit my happiness the most, and not to make a decision based solely on how others might react. This made me change my mindset on the whole situation and gave me the courage to try out for lacrosse. I made the team that year, and I'm certain that it was the right choice to try out. I chose to pursue lacrosse and to be myself. Lacrosse is now one of my favorite sports. I play in a league outside of Westminster and can't wait for school tryouts this year. Even though this decision was way different than all my other friends, I know I made the right decision for myself. This is just one example of when I had to make a choice to choose to be myself. And there are others where I didn't make the right decision. Whenever you find yourself in a situation where you are faced with a similar tough choice, know that you aren't alone. You can turn to a trusted adult, friends, God, and so many other people in your lives for advice, like how I turned to my parents. Throughout your life, you will have to make difficult decisions. I encourage you to make your decision based on what you think is best for you, rather than based on what others might think about you. So in situations like these, remember, don't be afraid to be yourself. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jake Scott and I'm in 8th grade. I'm sure that all of you at one point in your life have tried a different activity with people you didn't know. Whether this is a sport you haven't played before or you were going to a new school. You may think that these people won't like you if you are yourself. You may think that they won't like the same things as you, or they will not think that you're fun. For me, this was when I joined Westminster in 6th grade. I knew a couple people from my own school, but overall, I was completely overwhelmed by the other 80 kids I didn't know. I walked into my homeroom and I didn't know anybody in it. And I found out that there weren't that many people that I had things in common with. We played a lot of games without getting to know each other, and I learned that everyone in my homeroom was really nice, accepting of our differences. After I discovered how nice my homeroom was, I went into the actual first day of school a lot less scared, because I figured if everyone in my homeroom was so nice, then everybody else in the school would be just as nice, or probably even nicer. So I went into the school and I was myself. I talked to a lot of new kids. I found people I had things in common with, but I also found a lot more people that I didn't have that much in common with. I made a lot of friends, and most of them were people I didn't have that much in common with at first glance. I met all of these new people because I wasn't scared to be myself. Some advice I would give is about someone being afraid to be yourself is to keep an open mind about people different from you. Because the people different from you when you first meet may become your best friend. I would also say that don't be afraid to be yourself with new people. Just talk to them and get to know them before deciding if you want to be their friend. I hope this helps. Thank you.
Okay, Tom. All right. Hi, my name is Jaya Ali, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about being yourself. Being yourself is sometimes hard, especially when your peers are watching. The one time I can recall when I went through this situation was when I was in kindergarten at my old school. We went on a field trip to the Georgia Aquarium, and we were waiting outside in line to enter. A kid in my class, the mischievous one, decided to hold his hand up to a wall and scream, "Punch me." In my mind, I was thinking, man, I really despise this kid. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time to knock the living daylights out of his butt head. Of course, being the naive little child that I was back in the day, I wound up my fist and attempted to punch him. However, he moved his hand at the last second, I ended up punching the wall, and I suffered the consequence of having bloody knuckles for a week. Now, if you were sleeping, daydreaming, or just not paying attention, there's a few things you should take away from my speech. 1, don't punch a wall, or anything, or anyone. 2, don't be like me and call someone a butthead. 3, God created you to be unique and with a purpose. Quirks and idiosyncrasies included. Everyone else is already taken. And 4, as you move on with your day, think about the theme for this month, don't be scared to be yourself. Thank you.
Please bow your heads. Dear Lord, we thank you for allowing us to be ourselves within your presence, for we know no one else can judge us. Thank you for the possibility to act as who we are because you live through the heart. You hold our hands when we have fear or doubt and keep us from shame. We no longer have to be scared when we are with you, God.
Lord, help us this year to know we don't have to be afraid of opening out to the world or being ourselves, because you are always with us. Help us to look back on this assembly and remember to be accepting and not only others, but to ourselves.
As we go on from here with our day, please remind us of all these important things. Also, keep us thinking about people who need our support and love around us and far away. We pray especially today for the people in California who are in living fear of fire. Keep them safe. In your name we pray, amen.
The California State Bird.
What a great assembly. Let's put our hands together for Chapel Council. Also, a special shout out to our inspiring speakers, Kate, Jaya, and Jake. And finally, please join me in thanking the awesome jazz band for offering us their talents. So now for dismissal. 6th and 7th grade, you're going to lunch at